Andrew Central Police are investigating a major job scam involving dozens of people from across the corporate area. The victims told TVJ News that they were approached by a company that promised them a 5-year work contract with a prominent hotel in the United States. But as Kalisha Williams reports, after collecting thousands of dollars from each applicant, the owner of the company is nowhere to be found.
The over 50 victims of an alleged job scam at the Halfway Tree police station Friday evening. This is moments after they told us they met with the organizers of a job opportunity in the United States for an update on their application.
So today was the second meeting. Today we realized that we has been scammed.
It all started with a job advertisement with an online company which promises applicants a 5-year contract with hotels in Florida and New York. We were told dozens of Jamaicans across the corporate area signed up, made payments and submitted the requested documents. One of the victims told us they were later contacted by a man and a woman said to be the operators of the recruitment company.
She's been telling us that we can pay $35,000 and some people pay $70,000. It all depends. You can take your kids them with you and all. She says she's a real estate agent. So she said we are going to go overseas for 5 years and we are going to work at the hotel in Florida or New York. When we wake up this morning at 4, we receive a message from her saying that we should get to Mr. Sidama. We've been calling Mr. Sidama, no response or anything.
TVJ News also understands that the female suspect also visited the police station to provide a statement, but it appears the male suspect may have been the mastermind of the alleged job scam.
She's in the Halfway Tree police station now as we speak. She haven't given a statement as yet and they are holding her. We're supposed to go by the fraud office. They said they're working on escort. There's no one here. So we are here waiting to go with them so we can make a report. Because they took the money and after taking the money, they still took our passport. So even if we're not going to get our money, which we do need back, but especially our passports, and she have a lot of kids' passport as well too.
Some people paid up to $70,000 and for others who added their family members to the application, the fee would be higher. And now they're unable to reach the main suspect. When TVJ News tried to search for the website online, it was down. We also tried calling the number online, but this is all we got.
You have been redirected to the mailbox of the number.
The police told our news team they're gathering all the statements from the victims in order to proceed with the investigation. Meanwhile, the government has been warning Jamaicans seeking jobs overseas to only use official channels following an increase in international job scams over the past few years.
Every few moments is the same story. Different faces, different names, but the same pain. Dozens of people lining up at Halfway Tree police station, angry, embarrassed, heartbroken, because once again, they are being scammed. Another fake overseas employment agency, another empty office, another round of lost savings. You know, and it makes you wonder, how many more times are we going to fall for this scam? These scams follow the same pattern every time. It starts with a promise that sounds almost too good to be true. Work in Canada with no experience, fast processing, flights leave next month. You can bring your kids with you and your whole family. All you need to do is pay a small fee. They rent office spaces, they print professional contracts, they post smiling photos on Instagram. Everything looks real, everything feels official. So people believe they pay $30, $50, even $100,000. Then one morning the phone stops ringing. The office is empty. Instagram page disappears. And just like that, the dream disappears. You see, I understand why it keeps happening. Because life is hard. People want better. They want to work, provide, build something real for your family. So when someone offers what sounds like a shortcut to a better life, it's easy to believe it. But that's exactly what scammers spray on: hope and desperation. They know how to speak to the struggle. They know how to sell a dream to someone who's tired of pain. And listen, this isn't about stupidity, It's about vulnerability. But at some point, we have to stop letting desperation make us careless. We can still want better, but we must be smart while doing it. A legitimate employment agency will never ask for large upfront payments before you get a confirmed job offer. If they demand money, first, walk away. Rule number 2, check with the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. They have a public list of approved agencies. If the name isn't there, that's your red flag. Rule number 3, be careful with pressure tactics. If someone says apply now or lose your chance, they are trying to manipulate you. Rule number 4, never send money through Western Union, Cash App, or personal bank accounts. They say real agencies use official traceable payment methods. Rule number 5, ask questions. Lots of them. Real companies don't get offended when you ask for proof. If they provide details, hang up. Protect yourself before it's too late. You see, it's easy to say they should have known better, but this is deeper than that. I've seen people borrow money to pay those processing fees. Single mothers who quit their jobs because they thought their flight was confirmed. Young people who genuinely believe they were about to start a new life overseas. When it all collapses, it's not just money that's lasting, it's dignity, it's hope, it's trust. And many won't even report it because they are ashamed. But silence only protects the scammer. When you speak out, you warn others. That's how we fight back. Here's the truth. We can't depend on law enforcement alone. Awareness starts with us. Every scam that works because people didn't verify. We need to move from hope without proof to hope with homework. Dream big, yes, but double check every promise. Do your research, man, before you hand over your money. Because the scammers aren't sleeping. They are getting smarter. And our only defense is knowledge. So, as we close, this latest overseas job scam at halfway tree might not be the first. And sadly to say, it won't be the last. But it can be the moment we finally learn. Let's stop chasing shortcuts. Let's start verifying. Let's share information and protect each other. Because awareness saves lives. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Thank you for watching One Daily TV. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and don't get scammed. I want to hear from you. I'm out.